Critical thinking is defined by Oxford Languages as the objective analysis and evaluation of an issue to form a proper judgment. But without the right structure, critical thinking can be exhaustive at best.
Now, a clever man would put the poison into his own goblet because he would know that only a great fool would reach for what he was given. I'm not a great fool, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you. But you must have known I was not a great fool. You would have counted on it, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of me.
Truly, you have a dizzying intellect.
Wait till I get going.
And deadly at worst.
Let's drink. Me from my glass, and you from yours.
You guessed wrong.
You only think I guessed wrong. That's what's so funny.
Critical thinking for me is often brought on by new information that I need to process. It might be an event that comes up and it challenges my current worldview, or it might be new information that I read or that I heard from somebody that conflicts with my own prior knowledge. In these cases, it's important for me to consider the information using 3 steps that make up my critical thinking process. First, I need to learn what the new information is. As part of this, I'll decide if the source is credible, if there's a way for me to test it, if there's a foundation and evidence to support this knowledge, and so on. Next, I'll process the information through my own morals, beliefs, and knowledge. Where are these ideas congruent? Where do they differ? How do they conflict with one another? Can they exist simultaneously? Finally, I'll use my best discernment to decide what ideas I can accept, what I should reject, and what to conclude I just can't rightly know. To demonstrate these steps, let's use an example that comes up pretty often in real life, and that is using critical thinking to judge someone's character. Now, I have this friend named Sam and another friend named Smeagol. Suddenly, out of nowhere, they get in a fight, and Smeagol comes to me and tells me that Sam's a bad person. He's not to be trusted. So my first step is to learn more about what this information is. I know Smeagol's overall opinion, but I might go ahead and ask him what the foundation for this opinion is, why he thinks this way, and why I should believe that way. In doing so, Smeagol tells me that he actually caught Sam trying to steal my jewelry, and that he even tried to poison the stew.
What's it doing? Stupid fat habit. It ruins it.
As I continue to collect information on my own, I can't find any evidence that he did or did not try to steal my jewelry, so the search ends there. I am, however, able to go back and test the stew, and I can confirm it was poisoned. Now I can go ask Sam about this issue as well and collect his information. I ask him, did you try to steal my jewelry? Did you poison the stew? And to both of these things, Sam says, no, I did not. With all the information collected, let's proceed to the next step, which is running the new information through the filter of my own morals, beliefs, and prior knowledge. Now, I've known Sam for 20 years. In that time, he was not only my friend, but he was also my gardener and housekeeper. He had full access to all of my things over the years, and nothing ever was stolen, nothing ever went missing. I've also seen Sam in interactions with me and with others, and I know that he treats people with kindness and respect and dignity. It's a demonstrated behavior that I've seen over the last 20 years. Sam does love stew. He has quite a hearty appetite, and he's always taking multiple portions of the stew. So it's hard for me to believe that he would actually poison the stew that he eats so much of. Now, I've only known Smeagol for a few months. When I first started hanging out with Smeagol, some people were telling me to be cautious. They had not the most kind and glowing things to say about who he was.
Smeagol's life is a sad story.
But I really felt for the guy, so I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I wanted to move forward assuming the best. But Smeagol has shown a really great interest in my jewelry. He's always eyeing this one ring I have in particular. He says it's precious or something, I don't know. Also, Smeagol doesn't eat stew. He prefers eating just raw meat. So finally, thinking about these things for a little while, I must proceed to the last step, which is compiling the information and coming to my conclusion. In this case, I think there is more than enough evidence to make a reasonable conclusion. I believe that Sam is an upright, honest, and trustworthy friend. I don't believe the things that were said about him. I don't believe that he poisoned the stew. I don't believe that he was trying to take my jewelry. It just doesn't check out. I think Smeagol, however, is untrustworthy. I think Smeagol might have tried to take my jewelry. He has shown a great interest in it. He has reasons to steal, and he has a history that makes it likely he would. I also think that Smeagol probably poisoned the stew. It makes sense that he would poison something he doesn't himself partake in. I think Smeagol's trying to frame Sam for something that he did himself. Using the 3 steps of critical thinking in this situation, I am able to come to a quick and effective conclusion. The issues you have to think about may have a greater or lesser complexity, but ultimately by using these 3 critical thinking steps, I believe you will be able to come to the best possible outcome in all solutions.